everyone. Welcome to the 2020 Jackson County Public Schools Excellence in Education Awards. As you know, things are quite a bit different this year, and we've not been able to hold any of our annual award ceremonies. But we did not want to miss an opportunity to highlight the great work going on in our schools. So in this program, we will recognize our 2020 School and District Teachers of the Year, our Support Employees of the Year, the Principal of the Year, and the recipients of the Steve Jones Servant Leadership Award. I want to thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy this celebration of the best of Jackson County Public Schools. Our first award is Support Employee of the Year. This award was established by the Jackson County Board of Education in 2016 to recognize employees who are in support roles. Employees who are not eligible for Teacher of the Year or Principal of the Year are nominated and selected from each school in the central office. Here are the 2020 nominees for Support Employee of the Year.
Mona Wren, Teacher Assistant, Blue Ridge School. Lee Foss, Virtual School Facilitator, Blue Ridge Early College. Brittany Cunningham, PE and Teacher Assistant, Cullowhee Valley School. Kathy Jones, Instructional Facilitator, Fairview School. Jeffrey Ash, Custodian, Jackson Community School. Sabrina Hallman, School Counselor, Jackson County Early College. Kelly McKee, Bookkeeper, Scotts Creek School. Georgianne Simmons, Teacher Assistant, Smoky Mountain Elementary. Renee Miller, Receptionist and Office Support, Smoky Mountain High School. Ashley Taylor, EC Data Manager, Central Office. Congratulations to the nominees for the 2020 Support Employee of the Year.
The recipient of the 2020 Support Employee of the Year Award is Ashley Taylor. Ashley accepted a position outside of Jackson County Public Schools, and we wish her all the best as she pursues her new career. Since 1984, Wells Fargo Bank has supported a program in collaboration with the Department of Public Instruction to recognize outstanding principals from North Carolina public schools. Every year, each school district selects one principal as its Principal of the Year. I am very happy to recognize and congratulate the 2020 Jackson County Public Schools Principal of the Year from Fairview School, Mrs. Eleanor McCauley.
Ms. McCauley is a wonderful choice to represent Jackson County Public Schools as the principal year for many reasons, including that she has developed such a wonderful culture and climate in her school where kids feel safe and comfortable, teachers feel supported, parents feel heard and feel like that they're valued and that their kids are going to be valued when they're in that school.
Ms. McCauley is very passionate. That's probably the word I would describe her. Just passionate about the students, about teachers, and about the whole entire school and wanting it to be a success.
I think what makes her so successful is her level of emotional intelligence. She really has a good understanding of relationships and that connection of the community with parents, with teachers, and with students.
Ms. McCauley is very positive to anybody that she meets, very personable. You talk to her and you feel like you've known her for a long time. And you can tell that she cares when she talks to you.
She is able to, what I've always been impressed with is the way she can problem solve on her feet, 24 hours a day, creative problem solving. But I think the strongest trait she has that makes her a great principal, sets her across from the rest, is her ability to reflect. She does a lot of reflection, and we don't always reflect on our careers, but she reflects at the work that we're doing here at Fairview and always asking what could have we done to make it better.
She's going to treat every child the same way she would want her own children to be treated. And she's just created such a wonderful environment for her kids, for her teachers, and for her parents. And just personally, I would love to work for a principal like Miss McCauley. I think it'd be a lot of fun to be a teacher or student at Fairview Elementary School.
I feel very honored to have been selected by my peers as Principal of the Year in Jackson County. I work with an outstanding group of administrators, and so it's really something when they recognize me as being a leader in the field and in my school and the work that we're doing here at Fairview. I want to continue to do my best, but I know that it's not me alone. It's the people that surround me that help me with my decisions daily, making sure that we're doing what's best for students in Jackson County. I've been at Fairview a long time. I started out as a third grade teacher and then moved into some different roles. So I have strong relationships with the staff here. I feel like I've earned their respect because if I ask them to do something, I'm going to be willing to do what I ask them to do as well. Even if that includes being outside in the morning, screening as kids come in. I don't like the cold, but I do it. And so just feel very honored to be here at Fairview School and serving the students and staff here.
Congratulations, Mrs. McCauley. We are very proud of you. Our next award is the 2020 Teacher of the Year. Before we recognize this year's school and district winners, I am honored to introduce Ms. Dawn Gilchrist from Jackson Community School to share a little bit about her experience as a 2019 Jackson County and Western Region Teacher of the Year.
Winning the Regional Teacher of the Year award, I think, would mean a great deal to any teacher. Particularly, I think, to a teacher who has been doing this for a long time like I have. And I think that what has meant the most is that it gave me an opportunity to shine a light first on my school, Jackson Community School, and the remarkable work that my colleagues do there. And then I think it gave me an opportunity to shine a little bit of a light, even during these difficult times, on this region and the remarkable people who live here and the amazing teachers and the hard work that we do that means so much to us. To the next recipient of the Jackson County Teacher of the Year Award, I would say that you could not be in a place where you will receive more support and more love than you do here in Jackson County. You could not be in a place teaching where you would feel more valued than you do here in Jackson County. To represent these people might be the greatest honor that any teacher could have. This is a wonderful place, and to teach here is the best opportunity.
Here are the 2020 School Teachers of the Year from Jackson County Public Schools. Representing Blue Ridge School, pre-kindergarten teacher, Wanda Crisp.
Miss Wanda is respected and admired by all of her peers for her leadership, for her dedication and commitment to learning and doing everything that she can to ensure every student has the best possible opportunity to learn.
Miss Wanda is phenomenal. She's the most intentional teacher you will ever meet. She could probably be a Teacher of the Year every single year, and I know that that would stress her out, but she is phenomenal in everything that she does.
You do not go into Miss Wanda's class without being pulled right into everything that is happening. You see students who are doing independent learning. You see students who are exploring content. You see students using the information they've learned to be able to deepen their understanding of content. You see students leading and everybody taking part in that classroom.
Representing Blue Ridge Early College, agriculture teacher, Nicholas Pressler.
Mr. Pressler is a teacher who finds what every kid needs and finds how they can be successful, and he does anything he can do to make sure they get there. He works tirelessly, he's constantly learning, and he's also constantly sharing what he learns with the rest of us.
Mr. Pressler leverages his knowledge of the agriculture industry and really challenges our kids to think both globally and locally. He's a real advocate for kids, and he holds our students to high expectations and expects them to leave Blue Ridge and represent this community in a good way.
Students know that every morning when they walk in the door, they will get a good morning and their name, and he will get a good morning, Mr. Pressler. Kids know that they can count on him, and he will be there to support them every time.
Representing Cullowhee Valley School, physical education teacher Megan Brown.
Coach Megan Brown is one of the most amazing educators here at Cullowhee Valley. There is nothing that she will not volunteer to be a part of to make Cullowhee Valley a wonderful community and to have children's experience in our school be positive and rewarding.
It is fantastic, the relationships that she's able to build with the kids, from the kindergartners all the way up to the 8th graders. It's a positive atmosphere that she creates, and I think the biggest thing about Miss Brown is that something that she has taught me, being new to the school system, is that respect is definitely a two-way street. And these are children that we work with, but you respect them and you're going to get that respect in return, and that is very important to her.
She will do anything and everything that is needed to support both students and her colleagues. I cannot think of a person who is more of an all-around team player in our school and a team player of excellence.
Representing Fairview School, 3rd grade teacher Brittany Payne.
Miss Payne is one of the most caring teachers that we have, and I think the number one trait that we all chose in her is that she truly cares about each one of her students, and she goes above and beyond to make sure that they know that.
She loves kids and she makes learning fun for them. She makes every child feel special, and she lets parents know how special their child is, and so they feel very comfortable with their children coming to school every day and having her as a teacher.
She is a person that you can always go to, who we will trust, who will drop whatever she's doing and help you out anytime that you need it. So she is just someone who's always ready to listen, to help, and to do what she can to make Fairview a great place to be.
You'll see kids working in small groups, conversation going on where kids are learning and having discussions about the content. She's just a fabulous teacher.
She is dedicated. She spends countless hours preparing lessons and grading papers and communicating with parents, and she just goes above and beyond in every single thing that she does.
Representing Jackson Community School, exceptional children's teacher Laura Spalding.
Laura does an amazing job of meeting the needs of our teachers and students. She is efficient, timely, conscientious, and an advocate for our Jackson Community School students. Laura is, simply put, one of the best I've ever had the privilege to work with, and one of the many reasons that Jackson Community School is outstanding.
I've worked with Laura for 20 some odd years between special education and here at Alternative Learning, and she's dedicated to the students that she's with at that time more than anybody else I've ever met.
She goes above and beyond for any student, but especially her EC students. She is a bulldog advocate to make sure that their needs are met and that they are getting what they need to be successful and graduate from high school.
Laura Spalding and her love for children is what special education and alternative learning is all about.
Representing Jackson County Early College, English teacher and AIG specialist Inga Sutton.
Miss Sutton is an excellent representative of Jackson County Early College. She is truly an inspiration to her colleagues and her students alike. It's not unusual for students to come back and visit her years after graduation just to thank her for inspiring them to do great things.
She is completely honest about who she is and what she expects. Her word is completely and totally trustworthy, and students know that they can count on her. They know that she believes in them.
She has so much personal enthusiasm about literature and writing. She's just an inspiration to her students, and they just get so excited about the literature because she's so excited about it. It's just a great thing to see.
Just the other day, I heard a student talking about how she said, "I don't read, but in Miss Sutton's class, we're talking about this book that I absolutely love. And that's the kind of inspiration that she brings to the classroom.
Representing Scotts Creek School, physical education teacher Megan Davis.
Coach Davis connects with every child at Scotts Creek, regardless of age. The younger students love her, and the older students relate to her and respect her athletic knowledge, but also they know that she cares about them as individuals and about their physical health.
She's wonderful. She's a great team player. She is an awesome friend, great listener, perfect role model for all of our kids here at Scotts Creek. They look up to her and they're excited to be with her every morning. You can tell by her interactions every day that she loves what she does and she cares about the kids.
She's just fun, and learning sometimes, I guess physical learning sometimes can be challenging for students, but she is not afraid to sing and dance in front of students, to just get right out there and do exactly what she's asking of them. And they respect that in her, and parents appreciate that because they know that their children are learning but are also having fun when they're in her class.
Representing Smoky Mountain Elementary School, exceptional children's teacher Wes Willoughby.
I think Mr. Wes, which is what all the students and other teachers call him, is worthy of being the SME Teacher of the Year because he embodies who we are as a school and our culture.
Middle school is not an easy place to be for children, and it's a time in your life where a lot of different things are happening, things are changing for you, and he's an integral part of our hallway. He makes children feel calm, he helps them with what they need, he checks in on their attendance, on their well-being far outside of just their grades.
He's someone who, it's obvious, he cares about people, he cares about helping them to achieve whatever the outcome is that they're looking for.
He builds more than students, he builds humans. He helps you grow in every way that you can grow as a student.
He's very patient. He's got a really calm way of presenting himself. Even when he's agitated, he doesn't appear agitated. It's just a really, really nice gift for a middle school staff member.
Representing Smoky Mountain High School, Spanish teacher Suzanne Tompkins.
Miss Tompkins, when I think about all of our teachers in our building, she really exhibits true selflessness. Out of all of my teachers, she is truly caring. She has those deep, meaningful relationships with her kids. She always goes above and beyond in all of her job duties.
Miss Tompkins, in my opinion, is not only a phenomenal teacher, she's just an amazing person inside and out. To me, she is a true exemplar of what it means to be a teacher and paves the way for other teachers by the example that she leads.
When I think about how she is in the classroom, she's fun-loving, she's kind, she's supportive. She makes that learning fun and engaging for students, but then she sprinkles in that love and that, hey, I'm here holding you to high expectations because I care about you.
She is a mom, she's a mother, and she treats everybody like her child. And I would say that no matter if you're new here or you've never had her before or new to the state or town, you can expect that your child will get taken care of because Ms. Tompkins will treat your child like one of her own.
I'd like to introduce to you the Jackson County Teacher of the Year for 2020-2021, the fabulous Wanda Crisp from Blue Ridge School. I hope it's a wonderful year and that all of us appreciate everything that Wanda does for her community and her students.
Miss Wanda is the most passionate and committed teacher that I have ever known. She is the ultimate learner. She is not afraid to ask for help, to collaborate with other people, to do whatever it takes to figure out how she can create a place where students feel safe and feel loved and love learning and love being a part of a community. And that is something that you just don't see everywhere.
Miss Wanda works really hard to provide a well-rounded classroom that meets all the needs of the whole child: social emotional development, academic skills, social skills. She understands the importance of beginning those things for 4-year-olds, and I think that's one of the things that makes her classroom so amazing and makes it a model classroom across the region. Other people hear about Miss Wanda and they know who she is because she's so well recognized across the region for the way she designs her classroom and how student-focused that it is.
Miss Wanda is not only a great teacher, she's a great person and friend. And when I watch her with the kids, everything comes so natural to her. I have learned so much personally just watching her.
To have been chosen as Teacher of the Year, first in this school and then at the district level, first of all, thank you for the honor, but also to know that it doesn't stop here, that it hopefully will propel me to correct mistakes and do better the next time and learn how to have a growth mindset and to keep going, and to also recognize every teacher, not just me, but every teacher, we represent each other in what we say, in what we do, how we treat children, how we support each other. Our responsibility is to open up the world for children. There's going to be some children who will succeed with or without you, and there's going to be some children that you are their chance. You have in your hands the opportunity to help them turn in the right direction. And so don't squander that at all. I hope when I look back on my teaching career that I see a whole bunch of children, families, adults who say, that woman loved me, that woman inspired me, that woman challenged me, that woman expected the best from me. I also hope when I look back, I can remember all that those people taught me.
The Steve Jones Servant Leadership Award was created in 2013 in memory of Mr. Steve Jones, who was a dedicated leader and true servant to Jackson County Public Schools and the whole community for many years. Mr. Jones started working as a bus driver before he graduated from Sylva Webster High School in 1979. After college, he was a special education teacher at Blue Ridge School, Smoky Mountain Elementary, and Smoky Mountain High School. In 2000, he became the assistant principal at Blue Ridge School and later at Scotts Creek School. And in 2005, he moved to the central office as director of school improvement and later became associate superintendent in 2011.
Steve started in the school system at age 16 driving a school bus and continued to work his way up through the school system. And he knew early on in high school that he wanted to become an educator and he wanted to be a special ed educator. And as the years progressed with the school system, he knew what he wanted to do, and that was to advocate for children. Kids always came first to him. It didn't matter your race, color, sex, your disability, if you even had one. It didn't matter. Everyone was an equal to him. And he loved children.
The Steve Jones Servant Leadership Award is presented each year to one employee and one student who exemplify servant leadership. Students became eligible for the award at the request of the Jones family in 2018. To be nominated, students must be good citizens who maintain academic success. They must lead with humility and be involved in the community. They must be good listeners, and above all, they should have a passionate commitment to help others. I am happy to recognize the recipient of the 2020 Steve Jones Servant Leadership Student Award. Ada Gass from Smoky Mountain High School.
What she has accomplished in her life in the her first 8 years has been incredible, and she's so motivated, and she's a humble girl. And I can tell you one thing: her mother and father did a great job.
The Steve Jones Servant Leadership Staff Award is presented each year to an employee who listens closely and is committed to the good of the whole school system. To be nominated, individuals must stand out in their role and have a passionate commitment to furthering educational practices. They must demonstrate active, excellent, and caring leadership that identifies with the concerns of others. And they must empower others to do their very best and promote opportunities for working together. The recipient of the 2020 Steve Jones Servant Leadership Award is my esteemed colleague, Mr. Jake Buchanan.
For those of us who work so closely with Steve and were mentored by Steve, understand how meaningful this award is. I wouldn't be doing the job that I'm doing today if it wasn't for Steve Jones. I am eternally grateful for this award. This is the greatest honor that I could ever receive, just because of those of us that knew Steve, how much he meant to us. And to just be mentioned in the same breath as Steve Jones is a tremendous, tremendous honor.
I hope you enjoyed the 2020 Excellence in Education Awards program. Congratulations to all the nominees and the award recipients. We have so much to be proud of in Jackson County Public Schools, and we want to thank you for being a part of our mission to engage, enlighten, and enrich the students of Jackson County. Until next time, goodbye everybody.